Hi, let's start Q of chapter 2. So Q is the structure like this, and there are two pointer. So one is front, another is rear, and it is a FIFO model, that is first in first out, or you can say last in last out model. So operation are NQ, that is insert item to the queue, and DQ, that is delete item from the queue. So insertion always at rear side, and deletion is always at front side. Okay. So some other operation are peak is full is empty. So like stack here also. Then a linear queue, the traversal is possible only once, and an element is deleted. So that space we cannot reuse. Okay. That position is left blank. Okay, so these are the code for NQ and DQ. So let's just go through this. So void NQ. So if rear equal to n minus 1, so if rear equal to n minus 1, then print overflow. So initially front will be point to this minus 1, and rear will be minus 1. So it is written if rear equal to n minus 1, so here the queue size is 5, then indexing start from 0, then last position is 5 minus 1 4. So if rear is pointing to the last element, then it is overflow. So if front equal to minus 1 or rear equal to minus 1, like here, then you can see it is empty. And for NQ there is no problem, so you can make front and rear to 0 and Q rear equal to X, means you can insert that X is the element what you want to insert, so that you can insert in the rear position. So else means it is a normal condition, so rear plus plus, you just increment the rear position and you can insert the Q value to the rear position. Okay, so there are three conditions for NQ. First is if rear equal to n plus 1, then it is overflow, we cannot NQ. Then second, if Q is empty, this is an empty condition, if front and rear equal to minus 1. So in some book starting pointer is 0, in some book starting pointer is minus 1. So it depends, you can analyze according to the situation. So I am taking front and rear to minus 1, then it is empty. So just make front and rear to 0 and insert, and you can NQ. And this is the normal condition when rear is, you can just increment the rear and you can insert. So next for DQ, so if front equal to minus 1 and rear equal to minus 1, so this is the empty condition, you can say underflow. If there is no data, then you cannot delete anything. Okay, so this is the underflow condition. So and if front equal to rear means just one element is there, so you can make front rear equal to minus 1, means just one element is there, you can delete that and you can make front equal to rear minus 1, else front plus plus. So whenever you are deleting, front pointer will increase. Okay, let's do some example. Like suppose you want to NQ2. Okay, for NQ2, what you will do, you just check is rear equal to n minus 1. Now front and rear are pointing to minus 1. Okay, so this is the second case. So just make front and rear to 0 and NQ2. So 2 will be inserted here. Front will point to 0 and rear will point to 0. Okay, next for NQ5. For NQ5, now 5 will inserted here. So it is the third case. Okay, front and rear are now so it is pointing to some values. So what will happen, just rear will be rear plus plus. Okay, so this will delete and rear will be point to 1. Okay, next NQ7, so now 7 will be insert, this is also third case, so now rear will point to this. Now for DQ, okay, just for say DQ, so now front is pointing to 0 and rear is pointing to 2. So it is not the first case, means it is not underflow, it is not empty. And if front equal to rear, no, 0 is not equal to 2, so now it will be in third case, so else front plus plus. So we'll just increment the front and we'll delete the 2 and the pointer. Okay, so that is the DQ. Then is NQ6, so you can just insert 6 and you can just point rear here. So now is NQ1, so now 1 will be inserted here and rear will be incremented. So next is DQ. So you can just DQ and front will increment to here. Next is NQ. Okay, now just see. Now you want to insert NQ8. So here it is NQ8. So what it will check? So now first condition, if rear equal to n minus 1, rear is pointing to 4. Yes, so we consider n equal to 5. Now rear is pointing to n minus 1. Means it also overflow condition. Now you cannot NQ, you cannot insert. Although there is space, the first and second position is left, it is blank, but still you cannot insert. Okay, so this is the overflow condition. So this is a disadvantage of linear queue. To overcome this, what we'll do, we'll just make a pointer, means that rear after last it will come to first. Okay, so that we will make in circular queue. So this is the disadvantage of linear queue, that the after deletion that position you cannot reuse, but in circular queue we can reuse. So let's go to circular queue. So circular queue, so the last position is connected back to the first position of the queue to make circle. So operation on circular queue is NQ and DQ, it is same as Q. So structure is same. So next, let's do the coding. So just understand the coding. Coding is little bit different than the normal NQ. So now if rear plus 1 mod n equal to front, then overflow. Okay, I will explain through example how it is different. So in previous it was if rear equal to n minus 1, then it was overflow. But here if rear plus 1 mod n equal to front, then it is overflow. Okay, and second condition it is same as previous. If front is minus 1 and rear equal to minus 1, then make front and rear equal to 0 and q rear equal to x. So this is same, means if there is, it is empty. If front is minus 1 and rear equal to minus 1, means this is empty. If empty, just insert one value and make front and rear to 0. Then else rear equal to rear plus 1 mod n. So this is also new, this is different. Previously it was just rear equal to rear plus plus, but here rear plus 1 mod n. So through example I will explain how this mod n is different. Okay, so now rear new pointer will be rear plus 1 mod n, then q rear equal to x. So this is about NQ. If you have doubt, you will understand through the example. So next is for DQ. So for DQ, first condition, if front equal to minus 1 and rear equal to minus 1, then print underflow. So this is same. This underflow condition is same as previous. Okay, then else if front equal to rear, then front equal to rear equal to minus 1, means if there is just one element, delete it and make front and rear equal to minus 1, means make it empty. Okay, this is also same as the previous normal queue. Else front equal to front plus 1 mod n. So this is different. Previously it was just front equal to front plus plus, but here front plus 1 mod n. So this mod n, that is different. So let's go through example. So let's first do NQ2. So initially front is pointing to minus 1, rear is pointing to minus 1. Okay, so when NQ2, 2 will insert. So this is a condition of second case. So this is second case. So you will insert 2 and you will make the pointer front and rear to 0. Okay, so next is NQ5. So you will insert 5 and this is the third case. So here, so how will find the that rear position? So rear previously it was 0, so 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 mod 5, that is 1. So now new rear will point to 1. Okay, next is NQ7. So now NQ7. So previously, so this is also third case. So now, and how rear position will find 1 plus 1, that is 2 mod 5, so that is 2. So now rear will point to 2 and previous pointer will be cancelled. So next is next let's do one DQ. Okay, now just see front is pointing to 0 and rear is pointing to 2. Okay, so first if front is minus 1, rear is minus 1, no. Then if front equal to rear, no. So this is the third case. Front, so what we'll do, front equal to front plus 1 mod n. So front was 0, 0 plus 1 mod n, that is 0 plus 1 mod 5, that will be 1. So after deletion, so it will be this. Now front will point to the first position, and previous data will be deleted. So next is NQ6. So you just insert 6 here, and rear will be incremented and previous rear will be deleted. Then NQ1. Okay, so now rear will be incremented and previous will be deleted. Now just see what's the difference. So now we have NQ, next is 1DQ. Okay, now we have done up to this. Next is 1DQ, so you can delete this, and you can point front to the next element. So next is one NQ8. So now just see in previous normal queue, so what it will be, if rear equal to n minus 1, then it is overflow, means rear if rear is 4, then it is overflow. But here what will happen, here the condition is rear equal to rear plus 1 mod n. Okay, so now rear is 4, 4 plus 1, that is 5. 4 plus 1 is 5 mod 5. 5 mod 5 is 0. So now rear will point to 0. Okay. And 8 will insert here. I think you guys are clear. 4 plus 1 mod 5. Okay. So that is 5 mod 5, 0. Okay, next is NQ4. So another NQ, so it will be 0 plus 1, that is 1 mod 5, so it will be 1. So rear will point to 1, and here will insert 4. Now just see, now NQ4 is done. Now you want to NQ0. Okay, now now you want to insert another element. So what it will see, now just check the condition. If rear plus 1 mod n, so previously rear plus 1 mod n was empty, so that's why we are inserting, we are in the third case. But now rear plus 1, every time we will check the if condition, then else if, then else condition. So now rear is pointing to 1, front is pointing to 2. Okay, 1 plus 1 mod 5, that is 2. 2 is equal to front. So this will be in overflow condition now. So now you cannot NQ. So here NQ is not possible because it is a overflow condition, because rear plus 1 mod 5, that is 2. 1 plus 1 mod 5, that is 2, and that is equal to front. So here you cannot insert. Next DQ, obviously DQ you can do. So you can just DQ, front will point to here. So now front will increase. So in this way NQ and DQ will be done. So here just the overflow condition is different. So that rear plus 1 mod n equal to front, and every time it will increase, rear equal to rear plus 1 mod n, and for DQ front equal to front plus 1 mod n. So this was is the change, and the circular queue, that is more efficient than the linear queue, and here space you are using efficiently. Okay, so that's all about the queue, and this much is enough for solving the get previous question. So next we will solve the stack and queue previous question. So thank you.